Hey book family, hope you're all doing well. So I have a book reading update for you. I did finish Priory the Orange Tree, and so I wanted to share my thoughts with you on it. So I read this book in 3 days. I paced myself and was trying to do 200 pages a day. I thought I could read it in 4. Well, I got into it, as you all know that happens, and I finished it in 3. So I'm very proud of myself. So, thoughts on the book. We follow, I think, around the points of view of 4 different people. I think it's 4 different characters throughout the story and get backgrounds on each of them. So, very interwoven stories. I quite liked it. And then also the magic system is interesting. The world building was really good. And it was very intriguing how it all came together. I love the incorporation of the dragons. I thought that was really interesting. I hate the term calling them worms, though. It just does. I know that it's describing a type of dragon. It's just not my particular favorite way of describing them. And then we had some really cool battle scenes near the end, which I really enjoyed. I could really see them making this into like a TV series, and then we get more intricacies into that. It would be really cool if they did that. And then the thing that we got to in the end, I do have some critiques about the end. So I know that a new book has come out and it's considered a prequel to this one. The thing about that I had with the ending of this book is that as we usually see with the endings of fantasies, we get the wrap up unless we know that there's going to be a sequel, like a designated sequel. But for a book that is supposed to be having its ending, I felt the ending was quite ambiguous. Because especially like when we get to Tane, we have Tane trying to find out who she is and where she came from, and then what we end up with is just leaving us with more questions than answers because we don't know exactly what's happening with her. Kind of the same situation with Loth. We have him reading something and then we aren't exactly certain what the letter's about or where it's going from there. So what's going to happen with him is a bit of a question. Nicolaes, we kind of have wrapped up. We know what's going to happen with him. Same thing with Sabine and Id. We also know where they're going to end up, what's happening. And so it seems like mostly everything is wrapped up, except we have the other two, Loth and Tane, we're uncertain about. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know if there's enough to do a sequel. We know how it's all going to play out at this time point because there is the one last dragon they have to contend with, but we know what has to be done. So I'm just not certain if there's enough information to make a sequel, at least a sequel as chonky as this. They might certainly be able to the author might be able to do something, but that's just my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? This was a 4-star read for me. Hope you guys are doing well and happy reading.